A warm welcome to you all to see about what is meant by a data science and what is the need for the data science. Let us see. So first, what do you mean by a data science? If you want to buy a furniture online, so first thing what we have to do, we are going to search through the website. So let us see with an example. First we can check whether the website is selling furniture. If it is no means, we can close the website. If it is yes means, we can check whether it is having the rating of more than 4. Then again, if it is no means, we can close that window. Or otherwise, we can find whether it is having the discount of more than 20. If it is yes means, we can purchase the product. Data science can answer a lot of questions apart from this. First thing is that which route we have to choose when we are riding in a cab means we can choose the fastest route, and which viewers are watching a same kind of TV shows. Then a third, if you are buying a refrigerator means whether it can be able to work for the next 3 years, whether it is yes or no. In the fourth one, we can predict who can win the elections. So now we can see what is the need for this data science. If a car can drive by itself, whether it is possible? Yes, it is possible. Not only it can drive, it can able to take decisions like slowing down, stopping by itself, speeding, etc. everything. So with the help of the machine learning algorithms like supervised and unsupervised learning, we can able to perform these kind of operations. So this type of self-driving can help to root out more than 2 million deaths per year. Let us see with another example. So due to the lack of the data available, flights sometimes may be delayed or cancelled at the last minute. The second one is that due to that improper route planning, sometimes the customer don't get the flight for the desired time and duration. The third one is that the flight has been cancelled due to incorrect decisions in selection of the right equipment that sometimes lead to unplanned delays or some cancellations. So now the data science helps to avoid these types of disruptions, and it helps both airlines and the passengers. The number one is that route planning. So route planning helps to schedule directly or connecting the flights. It helps to identify the passenger where we have to route the plan. The second one is that predictive analysis model. It helps to foresee the delay in the flights. And the third one is that based on the customer booking patterns, the promotional offers will be available. And the fourth one is that for better performance in purchasing, we are deciding which class of planes will be available. In terms of transport, the data science helps to discover the best route for shipping. Then it helps to identify the best mode of transport. It also helps to find out the best time for delivering. So some companies like FedEx that are using this data science concepts for operational efficiency. So from this we can observe that data science is mainly needed for number one is that decision making. For better decision making, we are go for this data science. Second one is that predictive analysis. It helps to identify what will happen next. It predicts the future. The third one is that it helps to identify the hidden information inside the data. So for pattern discovery, it helps to identifying the hidden data. Requirements of a data science. Number one is that curiosity. So only when you ask questions, you will have a better understanding of a problem. The second thing is that common sense to identify new ways to solve a business problem. The common sense is needed the most. The third one is that better communication skills. The requirements of the data science. Number one is that machine learning. Machine learning is the backbone of this data science. It is one of the many ways that the data science helps to find solution to that particular problem. Next, the second one is that mathematical model. It helps in making fast calculation and prediction from what you know about your data. The third one is statistics. It is a foundation to the data science concept. So it helps you to extract knowledge and better results from the data that you are having. So number 4 is the programming, which helps for the implementation of the algorithm. Either we can use Python or R for this data modeling concepts. The fifth one is database management system. So you have to ask better questions as a data scientist. Here, these are some tools that is used in the data science. So regarding that data science, data warehousing, data analysis, data visualization, machine learning are the main concepts in this data science. So what are the skills for this data warehousing is ETL, SQL, Hadoop and Apache Spark. Then data analysis or Python and statistics. So for data visualization it is having R, Python libraries. For machine learning the main skills are Python, algebra, ML algorithms and statistics. For all these skills we are using various types of tools for better understanding. Now, what does a data scientist do in a real world? We are having a raw data. So we are going to process and analyze that raw data and identify the hidden patterns inside the data and make them into a meaningful data. Then based on the application, we are going to use those concepts. These are some must-know machine learning algorithms regarding this data science concept. Regression, then clustering. Clustering is based on that unsupervised learning. Then decision tree. We have to make better decision. We have go for this decision tree. Then SVM classifier, support vector machine, that comes under the supervised learning. Then finally naive Bayes algorithm. So these are some essential machine learning algorithms needed for this data science. Let us consider an example with the 6-step process. The number 1 is concept study. We are going to understand the problem statement clearly by thorough study of the business model. So for concept study, let us consider an example. In an example, first you have to look at that what are the various specifications available. Then what is the budget? Then what is the end goal of that project? Consider a task. Here we are going to predict the price of 1.35 carat diamond. Now we are having the price list of various carat of diamond. We have to determine the price of 1.35 carat diamond. The second step is data preparation. This is the main important concept for a data science concept. The number 1 for the data preparation is that cleaning the data, which means that we have to fill out the missing data. Then the data transformation. Data transformation means we have to normalize the data. Then data reduction means we have to reduce the size of data, but we have to yield the same outcome. Okay. Then finally data integration, which means that we have to resolve any conflicts present in the data and also remove the redundancies in the data. So this is all about the data preparations. This is some example for the data preparation. Here we are going to find out the missing value and that improper data type. Here you can see the remaining things are in number, but it is in the alphabet, so we have to change that. And the null value can be determined by averaging of the remaining values that is already available here. So for the missing data, we have to remove the rows sometimes, or otherwise we have to find the mean value of the data with the help of data already available in the list. So for data preparation, we have to make them into 80:20 ratio, which means 80% data for training and 20% data for testing. The third one is model planning. So after proper understanding of the data and cleaning of the data, the suitable model should be selected. That is the third point. So model planning actually involves with that exploratory data analysis to find the relationship between the variables and what the data can tell us. So from the data, what we observed. So that defines the EDA, which means that exploratory data analysis. So it is for better understanding of the data we are going for EDA. It helps to understand how the data is distributed and then identify the outliers and patterns inside the data. So EDA is a very important concept in this data science. So this is all about the model planning. Various techniques are the histogram and trend analysis. Here they plot between the carat and the price of the diamond. In the model planning, the training helps to develop the model and the testing helps to validate the model, how well the accuracy is going to be. So model planning is using various tools such as R, Python, SAS and MATLABs. So next, the fourth step is model building. So data is transferred with the goal of discovering useful information to build this right model. We can see that output is progressing linearly. So we are going to use the linear regression algorithm for model building. So here in the x-axis the carat is defined and in the y-axis price of the diamond is defined. So here for the regression we are using the formula y is equal to mx plus c, small m that represents slope of the line and the c that represents the y intercept. Here there are two variables x and y. X is always a independent variable and y is a dependent variable. Now using this test dataset, the built model is validated for the best accuracy. Here we collected and analyzed the data, which means that we collected the price carat of the diamond, then we build the model, then we can predict the information, then finally the output. Here, so after successful validation of the model, we can predict the price of this 1.35 carat diamond. It's been shown here with the help of the regression line. It can be found at rupees of 10,000. So the model is easily built with the help of Python packages like Pandas, Matplotlib and NumPy. So then the fifth step is communicate results. So the key findings are identified and convey them to the stakeholders. Still, it's not over because a good scientist should be able to communicate his findings with the business team. So then only it will be easily good for execution phase. So the final reports, the coding and the technical documents are delivered by the team. Summary. So first one is concept study, then the next one is data preparation, the third one is that model planning, then the fourth one is model building, then the fifth one is communicate the results, and the final one is operationalize. a huge demand for the data scientist in the field of gaming, healthcare, finance, marketing, and technology centers. Thank you for watching the video. Meet you in the next video. Till then, it's goodbye from Vijay.